Hi folks, it's Father David here for our Touchpoint Tuesday. Something that's really been on my mind and heart lately is just that need that all of us has for time of quiet reflection. Time where we put aside everything we're busy with, all the things we have to do, all the things we're worried about, and we just look within ourselves to find God. St. Augustine in famous quote that many of you have probably heard before, he says, "Late have I loved you, O beauty so old and so new, late have I loved you." He's talking to our Lord. And he goes on, "You were within, but I was without. And it was there that I searched for you." What St. Augustine's getting at is that we all have this deep desire for something more than, quite honestly, something more than we can find in this world. It's ultimately at its root a desire for God. But often we go looking to satisfy that desire without, in all these externals. St. Augustine's saying he was doing this, but the whole time God was within. God was within his own heart and soul, waiting to encounter him there. When we take time for quiet reflection, what we're doing is we're making space to encounter God within. How might we do that? How can we encounter God within us? Well, I think another great saint, St. Ignatius, can help us with that. St. Ignatius is famous for his rules for discernment. And he starts out these rules, and he says these rules, their aim is to help us, first of all, become aware, and then to understand to some extent the different movements which are caused in the soul, the good to receive them and the bad to reject him. St. Ignatius is talking about, first of all, becoming aware. Becoming aware of what? The different movements in our own soul. Put it in simpler language, St. Ignatius is talking about looking within and becoming aware of the different thoughts, feelings, and desires that all of us have within us that just arise naturally. But it doesn't stop there. St. Ignatius says, what do we do with those thoughts, feelings, and desires? Well, he says, we try to understand them to some extent, and understand, first of all, where they're coming from. Are these thoughts, feelings, and desires, are these the voice of God? Or are these the voice of what St. Ignatius calls the enemy? Are these thoughts, feelings, and desires inspiring in us confidence, peace, a deeper desire to search for and encounter our Lord? Or are they preventing us from that? Are they sharp and biting? Are they stirring up anxiety in our hearts? Well, if they're doing that, they're probably not the voice of God. When we look within, when we take time to reflect, we can start to discover these different voices, these different thoughts, feelings, and desires that arise within us. The good, those of God, to accept them, those that are not of God, to reject them. To do that, we need quiet. I really love fishing, and so the metaphor of a lake that some saints use is particularly appealing to me. They compare kind of our inner life to a lake. When it's calm, you can see what's going on down at the bottom, down deep. When there's wind and waves, you can't see even a foot below the surface. So, we go within. We take time for quiet reflection. And when we do that, we're able to encounter God's voice within us. In a world filled with so many distractions and noise, this is even more important than ever. God bless you guys, and know that we're, as always, praying for you here at Divine Child.